So now that we've covered how to build a moisture retention regimen, I shared those 5 different types of regimen you should have. And I went over a wash day system, so different types of wash days, my approved 5-step wash day system. Now I want to talk about how to keep moisture in your hair after wash day, because I know the struggle. Like, you spend hours washing your hair using high quality hair products, and then after just a couple hours your hair feels dry all over again. Like, what's going on? So in this lesson I'm going to be sharing some practical tips on how to moisturize your hair to ensure that your hair can retain moisture longer. So now I want to talk about variations of moisturizing techniques. So we covered 8 variations of wash days. I'm sure there are more out there. And now I want to talk about 7 types of moisturizing techniques. And again, there might be way more out there as well. All right, so again, I want to highlight this ebook, Moisturizing Dry Hair. It's actually a mini ebook, so each page has a tip, right? Because I just want to get to the point to make sure that you can actually go and start using those tips. So again, you can get this ebook. I'm going to leave a link to get it from my store or from my Etsy shop. All right, so the 7 variations I want to cover today are the lock method. You've probably heard about this method a lot. The LCO method, you have also heard about that. The loco method, I know it sounds loco. The LCB method, the LCG, LOG, the log method, and the logo method. All right, so the first method I want to cover is the LOC method, the lock method. Now, the lock method, I've seen different types of hair tips online, so I decided to cover both methods, because usually most people would only talk about, the one method or not. So I decided to put both of them. So maybe really there are 9 or 10 variations of moisturizing techniques. So the lock method, there are 2 methods. So the one, so L, liquid. So liquid, uh, initially when this method came out, liquid was just water, plain water, but now you have the method 2. So liquid will be water, and then you're gonna put oil and then cream, right? So usually this method, it's used by high porosity hair people, right? So yes, you're gonna spray your hair with water, and then you put oil, and then you seal, or you put cream on it. Which, I mean, yeah, but some people use that. But again, this is why I'm listing out the different variation, because if your hair is constantly dry, it's worth trying out different techniques to see what works, and what you can use going forward, right? Okay, so this, you're going to use this in between wash days, right, to moisturize your hair, to keep your hair moisturized. And then the next method, so this is really popular amongst hair product companies, because obviously you want to sell products, right? Because you can sell 3 products. So it's the leave-in, the oil, and then the cream, right? So this is, I use this method on wash day. So that's when, after washing and deep conditioning your hair, right? You're gonna, put leave-in conditioner on your hair, and then you're gonna seal that in with oil, and then you're gonna, so this is the 5th step, right? So this is, from the 5-step wash day system. This is step 3, step 4, step 5, right? And then you're gonna put, like your curling pudding or whatever to twist your hair, right? So this, this is, the second method of the lock method. Now the next popular method is the LCO method. So that's the liquid, cream, and oil. So this is the method that I use on wash days to seal my hair, and also in between wash days as well. So that's when, you're gonna put liquid. So liquid will be water. Again, it's not leave-in, because leave-in and leave-in, that doesn't make sense. And then the C, conditioner will be leave-in, or the styling products. Usually it'll be leave-in, and then you're gonna seal that in with oil. Now, in the natural hair community, you might, people have 2 names for leave-in conditioner, right? So they might call it leave-in or moisturizer. they're pretty much the exact same thing, right? Because a leave-in conditioner moisturizes your hair, right? So yeah, so that's the second method, the LCO method. Now this is actually the best way to moisturize your hair, but somehow I guess the lock, it's easier for people to say, and so they say lock method. But this is the Coils and Glory approved moisturizing technique. All right, and then the next method is the local. The local method, yeah, it's quite crazy. So that's the liquid, right? So liquid will be water, and then it could also be leave-in. Again, I'm going to explain the difference. So liquid water, oil, conditioner, right? And then you're going to put the conditioner and then oil, right? So, or the second method will be leave-in, L for leave-in, O for oil. The C will be a moisturizer or a creme, right? Sometimes they call it creme. So let me just put it here, conditioner or creme, cream, or whatever you want to call it, right? So the creme could be a styling product, right? A styling product, so you're curling pudding or whatnot, and then you're gonna seal that in with oil. So here you're gonna see that I have two different types of oil, because usually you're gonna need two different types of oil, right? You could, so the one oil will be a light oil, like olive oil, like coconut oil, jojoba oil, like a really light oil, and then the second oil you're gonna use to seal everything will be a bit an oil that's thicker a little bit, so like castor oil, right? So yeah, so the leave-in, the oil, like the light oil, and then you're gonna put your leave-in conditioner or like your creme, and then you're gonna seal everything in with the Jamaican black castor oil or any thick cream, and then you're gonna put your hair up in a style. So the local method. So again, I guess this method as well, you can break it down into two types. Method one, method two. All right, so the next method is the LCB method. So again, I have two methods here. So method one, method two. So method one will be L for liquid, which is water, and then C for cream or creme, which is gonna be your leave-in conditioner, and then the B will be butter. So shea butter mainly, right? Shea butter, it is thick, it seals moisture in your hair longer, and I love the way my twist outs feel when I use shea butter to twist them up. Right? It feels so smooth and so nice. So this method one, you're gonna use this in between washes, but usually butters are so thick you don't need to seal your hair with butter every single day. So maybe this is something you probably do my 3 times or 2 times per week. And then the LCB, and it's also best for the winter as well. And then the LCB method 2, L will be for living, right? And then C will be for creme, right? So that's gonna be your curling pudding or any styling product. And then the B will be for butter, right? So yes, you're gonna use this on wash day to style your hair. All right, so let's look at the next method. The next method is the LCG method. So LCG, so L for liquid, C for cream, G for gel. Again, we have two types, right? Two methods. So the method number two will be the L for leave-in, C for creme, and then G for gel, right? So creme will be the styling product. Again, you're gonna use that on wash day, and then this one you're gonna use it in between washes. So gel, you can use the regular gel. You can use an edge control gel. So this method, so I actually use both methods, right? So this one in between washes, this one on washes, or whenever I need to twist my hair. And I've been using this edge control gel on my hair, and the reason for that is, remember, our hair, it is so coily, so the cuticles aren't as arranged as somebody with like type 1 hair. So the reason why I started using gel, especially edge control gels, is because I want to glue my cuticles, pretty much keep them laying flat, right? Because when your cuticles are laying flat, your hair will feel smooth and it'll tangle less, it'll form less knots, right? So this is the method that I use right now, right, to moisturize my hair. So I'm going to encourage you to to give it a try. All right, and the last method will be the logo method. Logo method. All right, so it's very similar to the local method, right? The only difference is you're going to be using a gel instead, right? So the L for water, right? or it could be for leave-in, and then the O, and then the G for gel, and then the O for oil. So again, you're going to use two different types of oil, right? One will be thick, the other will be, a little bit lighter. All right. So you probably wonder what is the best method? You presented like 10 different variations here. All right. So what is the best method? So it's worth trying. Like I said, it's worth trying each method. See which one your hair responds to. It could be the LCB, could be the LOC, LCO logo, LCG. It's worth trying them out. And whenever you notice that one method stops working, then you can try the other method, right? Because your hair, right? Remember in the module where we talked about 20 reasons why your hair feels dry, right? Your hair constantly will go through changes, and so it's best to keep up with it, right? And also, you might need different techniques for different seasons. So that's why it's good to have so that's why I shared 5 different types of hair regimen, right? So the quarterly regimen, the seasonal regimen, right? Because your hair routine in the winter will probably be different from your hair routine in the summertime. All right. So, which one do I recommend, right? So, I think I answered that already. So, right now I'm using the LCG method, right? Because I want to work on laying my cuticles flat, and the best way to do that is to use a gel. Because remember, edge control gels usually they keep your edges laying flat. So that's the reason why I've been using the edge control gel, and it's been working like superb. Like my hair feels so smooth and so nice and so soft. So yeah, so you can definitely try that out. But yeah, but you can use any method, because you're probably wondering, shouldn't I put oil first or shouldn't I put cream first? The thing is, the chemical nature of your hair will change the order. Like it'll receive the cream first, or the liquid or whatever, right? So you don't need to worry about the technicalities of what goes on backstage. Just do what feels better for you and for your hair. All right. So, and the other method that I also use aside from the LCG method, so whenever I want to use the LOC or LCO method, this is the method that I use, right? The most convenient method that I use is in a bottle. So what I do is I just take my spray bottle, right? And then I will mix in water, my leave-in conditioner, and my oil. And then I shake it up, right? And then I apply that in my hair. So that's pretty much the cocktail, the hair cocktail that I shared in a previous lesson on how to, keep your hair moisturized every single day in between wash days. And so that's in the lesson about, the 7 days moisture retention regimen, right? Because at times, especially if you have twists or cornrows, or, you know, like a particular hairstyle that might get rough really quickly. So putting the liquid, the oil, the cream can mess up your hair very quickly. So what I do is I just mix everything up in a bottle, right? And then I will spray my hair with it a little bit, and then I will just gently massage it into my hair, right? So at least that way I can preserve my hairstyle. All right, so let me know in the comment section below what technique or techniques have you tried, or which ones will you be trying going forward, and let me know which technique is completely new to you, because I would really love to know which technique is completely new to you. All right, so let me know in the comment section below.